Hi, Limit Break Overdrive with another Lacerate build guide for the 3.18 League. This video, however, will be shorter than the other build guides I've made because practically nothing has changed since the last patch. They made no nerfs, no buffs. So I will link the video of the original build I made in 3.17 in the description and above my head if I can remember to do it. If you want to watch the full guide. But in this video I will mostly talk about early leveling, what changed and why. So let's get started. So first things first, remember that this build is mostly intended to be used as a mapper, not really a bosser. However, you can kill most bosses with it in the game. Maven is doable. If you know the fight, you've got enough damage to kill Maven, even Uber Elder. I killed Uber Ziri last league with this build, so it's not that bad. You can progress quite far into the game. I've killed Cortex as well, but don't expect to do the feared or even the hidden without spell suppression is kind of hard. But this is not the goal of the build anyway. But you can do quite a lot of content anyway. As for leveling up, it's pretty easy. You get Splitting Steel. As soon as you kill Hillock and you get into Lionized Watch, you get Splitting Steel onto level 8, level 12. You can use Chance to Bleed or Maim, and if you don't have two red sockets with your Treeling, let's say you've got green, red, then you can use Onslaught. And when you hit level 12, I think it's 12, you can use Lacerate, but you get it as a quest reward when you enter Murphy's Cavern. So you can use Lacerate. Personally, I wait a tiny bit, like in middle of Act 2, because it feels better. You're getting more levels, but you can do it. It's doable, but it feels really good once you get multi-strike in Act 4. So what I wanted to add that was not in the original build guide is that you can use Splitting Steel, Shattering Steel up until the end of Act 4 when you get multi-strike, or you can use Spectral Helix as well, which you get not as a quest reward, but you can buy after you enter Murphy's Cavern. So these are the options. Personally, I really like Lacerate the skill, so I use it most of the leveling process, which might be slightly slower, but I mean, it's a video game and you gotta enjoy yourself, right? So there's not that many changes. Instead of using this cluster, I use these two nodes, which gives more damage. I added a couple tree. This is the tree with spell suppression only on gear and 50 block and spell block. If you don't manage to get spell suppression, which is the new thing in the build, then there's the tree with spell suppression on tree called spell suppression. You get this notable. You've got to take note that Steel Mage designed a new unique, and if you manage to get your hands on it, you can basically allocate this cluster of nodes without getting there if you get one that is related to precise technique or acrobatics. So you're gonna be able to allocate these nodes even if they're not connected to the tree. But I mean, it's probably not gonna happen, but I still want to mention it. So this tree with spell suppression to help if you don't have enough spell suppression on gear has slightly less damage. You see 1.153 bleed DPS compared to almost 1.6 mil. But I think it's pretty much worth it because you've got 50% spell block, and when you do get hit by a spell, you have damage combined with one of the best mods for this build, which is recover percentage of life on block. Then you're gonna be pretty hard to kill, especially when mapping. And that's pretty much it. I've added a gear set for spell suppression. There's this one as well, but just different things you can use. These are of course good equipment, good gear. I never calculate flasks for either effective hit pool or damage because Against bosses you don't always have flasks, so I just don't care about that. So just TLDR, the compulsory affixes you need is dot multiplier on, I mean everywhere you can get it. Weapon, rings you need Essence of Delirium to do that, corrupted essences. Even the anoint, the best one is Acrimony, which is not anointed for whatever reason on this gear set. Let me, right there, 15% to dot multi. If you don't have the oils, there's not unfaltering. Where's the node? This one, Harvester of Foes, is a good choice as well. So that was in the first build guide, so nothing changed there. Enough block with Versatile Combatant to get 50 block and spell block. This is the main defense of the build. 100% chance to bleed, which you can't really not get. It's so easy with Ascendancy as well. Curse on hit with vulnerability. It's not mandatory. I didn't get any good ring with that this league, so I was self-casting, but it's, I mean, for bossing especially, it's not really good, and you did get less damage while miping because you're not gonna self-cast it. So it's not compulsory, but it's highly recommended. And it's pretty much all there is to say compared to last time, because nothing else changed. So that's gonna be it for the build guide slash update. So let me know in the comments if you've tried the build, if you liked it, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time.